Hello, everyone, and welcome to session number 19 of the Ready Persona 1 tabletop campaign. We are almost hitting session 20, which is wild and crazy for me. But before we dive back into things, let us do our warm-up question. So when we've last were with our heroes, a 6-month time jump had occurred, and you learned that there's been a lot of change that's been going on, and many of the characters formed 4 new factions from the main factions that are happening around the city simply because of the situation that's been going on during their absence. So my question is, if the other 3 PCs, other than yourself, if the other 3 PCs disappeared for 6 months, but for whatever reason you were left behind, what do you think would have happened to your character over the course of 6 months? Where do you think they would have ended up? Do you think they would have joined one of these factions? Do you think something totally different would have happened if you were the only one who was left behind?
Ave would definitely stick with Seymour at the point that they disappeared. So he would try to, together with Seymour, figure out what happened, together with Thomas as well. So those 3 would probably stick together for a while. And I think then they would probably fall in that rebellion that Seymour was heading. So maybe stick there as soon as the game's dad came in the picture. Yeah, Ave doesn't really not trust his dad. That yeah, at that point he didn't really untrust Gabe's dad, so yeah, it will be fine. So yeah, just stick with that probably.
What do you think would have happened when the druids attacked the city?
Uh, he would definitely take that upon him. So he would try to fix that as he tried right now. So I guess the whole conversation with the Druids would have happened way earlier. Um, and then maybe it would have happened the same way. Maybe it wouldn't. That's hard to tell. I think it kind of would have happened the same way because a lot of the input came from Ave and Thomas, and the rest not that much regarding the Druids. So I think yeah, might have went the same way.
Everything changed when the druid nation attacked.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
I think for Gabriel himself, it really depends on things. Maybe he would have stick with the Seymour one because Seymour seemed to be protecting like their group, which meant like Seymour was around, so that might have been the case. Maybe it might have been like more with Laurie's because Gabriel might have been stuck inside Vita, working in Vita because you know, so maybe he might have to work there because it's both work on the inside. But in terms of like if Gabe got caught by his dad, because there's a good chance that like his dad could have caught him, especially if his dad like I'm not sure right now, we're not sure if it was Gabe's dad or Gabe's dad being taken over who tricked his family, but there's a good chance his whoever could have tricked him. If that was the case,
I
then
was gonna
Odin,
say, yeah.
yeah, then Odin would be on the the plugged in people's side and kind of very
Yeah,
weeded out.
yeah.
Because as Odin would just be like, this is dumb. Why not say bolt everyone? Just be the
Yeah,
most simplistic.
given your track record and how your historical roles have been, I do see Gabriel plugged in by this point.
Yeah, he
I do
probably
see
would have
that.
got tricked, and then Odin, and then they'd be like, "Aha, Odin, you're gonna help us." He'd be like, "Nah."
Ah, so you think he would have gone the candy route?
Yeah, but he,
Ah,
but he
okay.
would have been, he would have been like stealthy about it. Like Candy was like, "No, no, no, I'm not." Odin would just straight up just tell them, "Nah, I'm not with you guys."
Okay, fair enough. How about Frest?
Um, I, I'm not entirely sure. I know Forrest would definitely be panicking. Like, um, probably stay around Seymour and like the community center and everything. Try to stay with the group. The person resistance. Um,
Right.
well, that's the thing. Forrest does have that immunity, so I'm not sure if they can be forced to be plugged in, provided they have their tempo change on. Because I'm not sure how that will work. So I'm not sure if Forrest can be forced to be plugged in if they got caught. But I would imagine Forrest might have fallen for that trap if if Gabriel's father hadn't made it obvious, and then we all came back together and triggered it, but nothing happened. Um, and I don't know. That's something I'd probably have to think about for a while, actually, because I do see it going many different ways. Forrest could have been like a part of the resistance. You could have tried to open like a dialogue between these two worlds. But I definitely think they'll at least stick with Seymour and the Resistance, the first one.
I think he probably would have ended up in one of the factions, I imagine. And I'm guessing it would be the in person out of game resistance.
Hmm.
And he probably would have gotten in contact with Jennifer quite a bit earlier.
Gotcha.
So those two may have bridged earlier.
I can see that happening, and maybe Jennifer would have pulled you in to the stuff that's going on with Lori, Abe's sister.
Mhm.
What do you think would have happened with Cade when the, as I like to say, everything changed when the Druid Nation attacked? What do you think would have happened when the Druids attacked the city?
I think he probably would have seen a potential ally in them and tried to reach out. I feel like he would probably do what we're now doing. He'd try and get the four rebellions together
Got it. Okay.
with probably some
Cool.
slight hiccups showing up.
It's interesting that out of the four players, your character was the one who seemed to have hypothetically be able to rally all of the troops, so to speak, like rally all the factions uh, during those 6 months, so that by the time the other three came back, you'd be like, "Hey, y'all!
Welcome to the rebellion."
Welcome to the rebellion." Yes, once again, the serial killer pulls through. Okay.
Cade is the avatar.
So in the meantime, everyone can now draw from their Major Arcana deck.
The sun is Loki, right?
Nope, that's
Nope.
Angie.
That's Angie.
That's
Okay.
Angie.
Loki's
Or
the moon.
Loki's the moon. Yes.
Lovers.
Ooh, the
Ooh.
lovers. Nice. Very nice. And how about Kyle?
The Emperor.
Oh, so that
Yourself.
means
Woo.
yourself. You get +2 to every roll today. That'd be useful.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
What if it's the magician again?
I feel like in the very last session, everyone just draws the magician. I'll just say everyone drew the magician just for the last one. Okay.
That's another what if.
Another what if.
What if the only card in our deck was a magician?
The army of Bobot.
The Hangman.
Hangman. +2 to everything. +2 to everything
This is
today.
a good day to have a +2 to everything.
It is a very good day to have +2 to everything. Okay. So you leave the grounds of what used to be the Live in La Vida Loca complex, but pretty much everywhere here is now essentially Live in La Vida. The
Is it
entire
still a
city is
dome?
basically comics.
Is it still like a dome inside dome?
The dome is still there. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it probably is not as necessary anymore. So you'll leave, and let's say that you'll run into Candy, and you know what? Just because I think it's the place that a lot of people tend to go towards. Let's say that they are standing right outside of the Titanic restaurant.
Okay. We got out there safely.
Candy will say, "Thank you very much, Odin."
Oh, Gabriel.
She'll shake your hand. I wasn't really sure what to do in that situation, so I'm very grateful for you escorting me out, she says to V. Oh, that's one of my specialties, busting people out from time to time.
Yeah. I mean, it was probably a good thing you didn't do the whole knock Mama Sutra out. Her real life person body she's into slime, so like there's probably resistance to bludgeoning.
Ooh, slime. Ugh.
So yeah, don't try to just knock her out. You might try to knock her out and she would sound the alarm.
I don't want to cause any more trouble, Candy says. So I suppose I'll just make my way. I'll be on my way, she says. Candy says.
No. Hold on. Mama Sutra says that she thinks that you're part of a group of like other people who are plugged in, who are very discontent on how things are going. Is that true?
Yeah, roll a persuasion.
Persuasion?
Oh no.
Does she find me attractive?
Yeah, to ask.
I mean, yeah.
Ah!
Candy would. Candy would find you attractive. I think Dr. Janice would at least recognize you were attractive. I don't think she would be attracted to you specifically, but she would recognize that you were.
You should take that ability.
Okay, so that's 16.
Okay. She pauses for a moment. You kind of notice that she's trying to decide whether she should trust you or not. But then she eventually says, there are people who have been talking, and I don't think that they are 100% happy with the way things are going around the city.
What is kind of going on? Like, you guys, you're taking over someone else's body, right?
She said, that's not exactly the way that it's being framed. What's being framed is that we're freeing people.
Freeing them.
The way that the propaganda, I guess, is spinning it is that they are releasing people from the shackles and allowing them to become their true selves. So say if Mirage, that's the whole mantra of the Mirage way, is embracing the real you. And that's essentially what they're trying to do when they're finding the people who have not embraced their true selves.
But they said they're trying to save. I heard someone said they're trying to save their world. Is something happening on your end?
I don't know if I know that. Saving saving our world?
Yeah. I'm not.
I suppose maybe part of it is just the realization that once everyone has fully embraced their true selves, then the kingdom of the promised land will open up to all. I believe I heard some of that from the scriptures of Mirage.
And when you look at this place, this city is called Arcadia. Do you see it as Arcadia, or do you see it as South City?
This is Arcadia. Saisao was a place that we used to be, and now that we've fully embraced our true selves, we're allowed to walk amongst this new space.
And how you feel about the situation?
I don't know. I just feel like going on this journey should probably be unique for each person, and that they should embrace their true selves because they want to, not necessarily because they're being coerced to.
Oh,
Forcibly coerced to, she kind of says.
yeah. I mean, I heard my ex-wife got forcibly, and she didn't even have a other self on the other side.
Oh. Is she happy?
I don't know. But my ex-wife wouldn't have been happy to be forced into anything. She doesn't like that stuff.
Most people that I talk to seem to be happy. Most of them do, at least.
Yeah, but that's more like the other selves in someone else's body. I believe that we are all sort of the same person, but we're still two different entities. And it feels like one entity is taking over the other rather than living with them.
I'm not really sure 100%, she says.
Look, I want to help everyone as much as I can. In this situation, I don't really think anyone's really getting any help. Would you want to work with us?
Work with you? Who is you specifically?
I am someone who's unplugged. But I have the capabilities of summoning my other self from the other world.
You can just bring your true self on a whim?
I mean, the issue currently is that it's forced on someone else's body. But if we work together, maybe we can all live in harmony.
That would be really nice if it was at all possible. I just don't know if that's something that could actually be a reality, though.
I've seen a lot of crazy things. In the last couple of days, I've actually saw the symbol of our world. It is two different sides together. Not one. We're both our true selves.
You seem to be a lot more optimistic than I, but if you're trying to help bring the two worlds together, then I'm all for helping. I'm just warning you that at some point you might still have to make a choice between the two. You might have to pick a side at some point.
Maybe. But maybe not. And I think keeping an open mind is what's most important here. It's the intention.
Very well. I don't think I can go back to Our Lady of Perpetual Indulgence then. I don't feel safe there anymore.
Do you have a home?
That essentially was my home. So, fortunately, I don't have a lot of personal belongings.
I kind of look at V. I'm like, should we take her or should we bring her to a different place?
Where exactly do you want to take her specifically?
I mean, she can come with us if she's gonna work with. If she's gonna work with us.
Are we taking her back to, the... She basically is trying to non-verbally say Abe's apartment.
Yeah, he's
Where
that's
the
that's
Seymour faction is, I guess.
yeah, that's where he's bringing it up mainly because he's like, do we want to bring her? I have another place we can bring her, but like it, basically, because V has been in the place longer, he's asking for V's input. And he goes, some of the people might not like it, but I think it might be good.
V will say, "Can I speak to you in private first, Gabriel?"
Yeah.
She will take you aside and she'll say, "Excuse us for a moment." And Candy will say, "Sure." And V will take you to the side and she's just gonna speak to you in a very low voice. She'll say, "This all seems all good and dandy, but have you ever considered the possibility that this is all just a ruse or a trap? Like, how well do you actually know this Candy person? Can we actually trust her?
I don't know.
What if this is part of the plan, her plan all along? What if she's trying to suss out where the resistance is, and we're just falling right into their trap.
I like to believe people's best intentions, but I understand where you're coming from.
That can bite you in the butt sometimes.
Yeah. But sometimes you gotta need a little trust.
I don't have a problem trusting people once they've earned it. And she seems really sweet and really nice, but I've met a good number of people who have played that role before and ended up not being exactly who they claimed to be.
That's true. But I've also met a couple people that are rough around the edges who turned out to be very nice.
Oh? Like who?
I mean, you got Cade. I mean, there's a lot of roughs, but there's some stuff there.
All right. Well, if you feel that we can trust her, then very well, I will play along for the time being, but I'll be keeping an eye on her the entire time.
I mean, if you are very trusting, we can leave her at my place. We've already decided that we're not going to use it.
She'll just shrug and say, "It might be the safer option."
Yeah. And if something goes wrong there, we weren't going to use the place anyways. And if she turns out to be honest, then she can eat the rest.
She seems satisfied with that.
And like I said, we go to Candy, and it's like, okay, I got my own place that you can stay at.
Thank you, Gabriel, she says.
Yes. Like I said, if all the issues, I'm Gabriel Stoll. I'm Odin's other half.
She'll, again, shake your hand. Okay.
All right.
All right.
And we're going to drop Candy off.
Cool. So you will, I guess, meet up with Jacob. And Jacob seems to be in higher spirits now. He's smiling as he's going to gather you up and help fly you to wherever it is you all are flying.
Where are we flying to? I don't think we got that far.
You tell me? Where are we going?
Yeah, I don't remember where we were supposed to meet. Were we supposed to meet? I thought we were supposed to meet somewhere.
At Abe's apartment, I believe.
Cool. Then we'll go there. Yeah. Let's go.
I would like for both of you to roll a perception scene check, please.
27.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. 10.
Okay.
Very bad for me.
Cade, as you are all flying towards Abe's apartment, you do notice that a drone is following you. It's keeping its distance, almost as if it's strategically trying to not be noticed that it's following you. But you're pretty sure, for whatever reason, it seems very interested in you all.
I'll use the mental connection to relay to the homies.
Okay.
Oh no. We got a bogey on our 6. What do we do, guys?
Did you say that out loud or within the mental connection?
I would have done the mental connection.
And is Jacob hearing that too? Or like
Yeah, it'd be
he'll
us
say-
3.
he says, I don't have a tissue.
Question, can Jacob's flying, can we break off from him, or do we have to stay as like this little unit?
I believe we have to
He's-
stay with him.
He's not powerful enough to just let you break off from him. You can stay within a radius of him. I'll say like a 5-foot radius of him.
Oh, okay.
But outside of that, it would be hard for him to maintain. Maybe like if only one of you broke off from him, you can kind of go out
That
and
was
stretch
my
that out
idea.
to 10 foot, but it's, again, still limited in nature.
And how fast are we flying?
Jacob can probably fly roughly the same speed as if you were driving a car at like, I'm gonna say 30 miles per hour. I'll say you're moving at about 30 miles per hour.
Okay. So faster than I can do it.
Give or take, wind direction and all that good stuff.
Well, we might have a problem. I did get caught back there barely.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be what they're doing, is following me.
You make us go super, super fast. We can just lose it.
Not with flying. That only works with like when we're walking and running. I can fly too, though, but I cannot fly as fast as you guys.
We'll kind of explain to Jacob that it's not a booger, but rather a drone flying behind us.
Oh, I was so
Something about it.
confused. I have no idea what your 6 is. What's your 6?
Like a clock.
I don't know.
Behind
It's
you.
like a military term, right? I was trying to sound cool.
Gotcha. So what's on our 6?
There's a
what is
drone
it?
behind us, following us.
Oh.
So we don't want to go to our base just yet. We probably want to lose the drone first.
Or-
shoot it even better.
I could break off, and whoever it follows tries to lose it.
I mean, if you do, I can't necessarily sustain you up in the air for very long, though.
Oh, I can fly myself.
That works too.
It doesn't last forever though, like yours can. So that's why I haven't been using it.
Oh, I can't go forever. I get tired. Also.
Oh. Mine only works for like an hour or so. And I can only do it once a day. Oh, suckiness of being a dragonborn. So my idea, I break off, and if it follows me, well, you guys go. I can go on ground and run really fast. I can do some things, try something, but I mean, if it follows you guys instead, I mean, there are 2 of you.
But I wouldn't want to leave you behind.
I don't either, but like, we can't let them in on where all of the unplugged people are, you know? We have a duty to protect each other.
Can we just, I don't know, hack it or something? Or hit it with a big rock?
I mean, we could, but I don't have anything to do that with, unless, Kate, you got something.
Unless I get close.
Can you get us close? It seems to be keeping a distance.
I mean, I can stop and go towards it.
Has it noticed that it has noticed us, or we have noticed it, or...
I don't know how you would be able to discern that.
Fair enough. Insight check?
Inside on a machine? Okay.
Yeah.
You're not Gabriel. You can't talk to the machine. Hey, have you noticed us? What do you do? I think right now Jacob's kind of just going in a random direction at the moment. Actually, let's make this interesting. So you're going in a random direction. What is Ave doing at this moment?
He's at this point he's returning to his apartment together with Thomas, and yeah, he's having a conversation with Thomas about what happened.
Ave, roll up perception, please.
Yes. Oh, 20.
Okay. So let's say that you are you're making your way to your apartment, and you'll glance upwards, and you actually will see Jacob and Cade and Forrest flying up in the air.
They are stealthily trying to get back because they still have the urban cloak, so I don't think you would yell at them. He's like confused as what are they doing here? earpiece.
Sure.
I'm gonna try to go
Are you-
towards them.
Are you connected to them by an earpiece, just out of curiosity? Or
Could be.
through?
We still all have the mental connection, correct?
It's
Right.
just with you three, because I still have the mile radius limiter, and I haven't been in contact with him. So
If we're within a mile, then the earpieces should be working.
Oh, okay. So then I'm gonna use the earpiece. What are you doing here? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey, do you see the drone behind us?
No. Yeah. Yes.
Once they
Oh.
point it out to you, you'll see it. Yes.
Any chance you can take that out?
Sure. I can try. Give me a moment. I'm gonna find a bird nearby.
Sure. Oh yeah, you can easily find a bird for sure.
He's like, come here. Can you
Yes.
get us?
Hey.
Can you get us some of your friends to take that one out? Just all land on top of it, so it's way too heavy. There are
So my-
cookies inside of it.
Cookies. Some of my friends. Yeah, so that's a problem. I don't really have a lot of friends. All of the other birds sort of like make fun of me because of I have one leg that's smaller than the other, and they call me Gimpy.
Oh,
He
but
sort of
that's-
shows this one leg that it's a little bit smaller.
Forever, Abe.
Poor little thing. That's so right. You all live by flying. That flying is way more important than that. Have you tried to talk about things that you like with them? Try to make friends. Just common interests.
I normally just avoid them, so no, I've never tried that. Do you think I should?
Yeah, of course. Always try to make friends. It's so lonely otherwise in Holland.
Are you all hearing this, by the way? through the earpiece?
Yeah, definitely.
Meanwhile, the drone is still following. It's like, oh.
Tune in to Hark's Ready Persona 1 campaign for action and bird therapy.
Hey, didn't put out the earpiece, so.
Well, maybe I can tell a bunch of the guys over there that there's a cookie in them if they'll help.
Also, what you can tell is there are some birds that only stand on one leg, and that's pretty cool. So maybe you can try to do that as well. Impress them,
Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna try to use that advice slash I guess encouragement. So I will ask you to do a would persuasion be encouragement? I don't know what it would be. Would that go under persuasion?
I think so.
suppose? Diplomacy. And
persuasion was
persuasion. Yes, go ahead. And let me use bad luck.
Oh.
3 times and take the lowest, right?
3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1, number 2,
Oh my gosh.
and number 3.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I have 8 persuasion.
Wow.
All
Very
right.
persuasive.
No, I mean, I think that's enough. All right. That's fine. So he'll go over there, chat with some of the birds. They look a little annoyed initially, but then you hear them mention about cookies, and then that seems to perk the birds up. And they will flock towards. You're going to tell them to go to the drone, or are you telling them to come back to
To
you?
the drone, yeah.
And
Just all land on the drone, and there are cookies inside. Have fun.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So Cade and Forrest will see this random flock of birds just come in and totally attack the drone. The drone will be completely out of overwhelmed because it does have a defense system of sorts, but it'll try to shoot at the birds, but the birds are going to be way too agile. Although realistically, maybe one of the birds do get shot, and they starts to fall towards the ground.
Oh no.
I'll leave it to
No.
Abe if he decides to do something.
Not Jerry,
like that.
no.
No.
Jerry.
He's a war hero now.
But
He will be remembered.
no matter what the drone does, it does seem to be super overwhelmed by the birds, and it'll basically get dismantled and blow up.
Blow up.
There you go.
Oh,
Nice
humble
job.
birds, no.
All hail the
What
pigeon.
birds do you have?
I don't have any of them, but there are a lot of them in the city.
They blew up a drone. What? How?
Luigi goes,
Luigi.
big boom!
Yeah, it's fireworks. Yeah. I'm gonna tap his little head. So yeah, it's, you know how many birds we have. You've seen the roof of Gabe's home. That's just a tiny part of the city.
Oh, okay. Okay. This is the world I live in now. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I know why the airlines are so afraid of birds now. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no
Is it
problem.
safe? Do I see anybody else
You'll-
following us?
You'll look around, and I would say within a minute, you actually will start seeing a whole bunch of drones, about a dozen of them flying from the ground. Coming from the ground, flying towards the direction of where you all are. So I'm pretty sure realistically, if the drone realizes it's in trouble, it'll probably send a signal to all other drones in the vicinity. So now you have 12 drones that are coming towards your general vicinity. You have a feeling that they haven't detected you, but they probably are all searching for.
Yeah, they know what's up.
Something blew up around them.
And it was like just a help.
What do you do? I don't
Yeah.
hate you. Calling reinforcements.
You monster.
You monster.
There is cake in the drone.
Please return to yourself.
The cookies were a lie.
No, they were.
Yeah. Looking in towards my apartment.
Oh yeah, you were like, the drones are going after them, not me. I'm gonna go towards the apartment. Leave them with it. All right, what are you doing with these 12 drones? Are you doing anything with those 12 drones?
We haven't been spotted yet. We could try and just leave the area and see if we can get away before they see us.
Anything to help with that?
I mean, I could go unseen, but I don't know how much that helps.
I am obvious as all hell. I am a sparkly yellow thing in the sky. So,
Gonna use the earpiece. What are you doing? Get away! Hide in a building or something. Jeez.
I'm gonna bamf out my wings and just dive down close into the city streets and start bobbing and weaving through the city.
So you're gonna fly.
Yeah, I'm gonna bamf out my wings and
Fair enough.
I'm gonna break off from them.
Okay,
And
roll me a stealth.
this is not gonna go well. It's natural 2. I think I have a +1.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a
It-
3.
All right. I'm gonna say that all 12 of the drones will easily be able to detect you, and they are going to very quickly try to form themselves in such a way that they're trying to like
Cut me off.
sort of, cut you
We're
off,
playing
surround
Pac-Man
you.
now in the city.
Yeah, yes, essentially. How are you gonna get out of this?
As I'm diving down into the city, I'm just going to send over the mental link. You guys get back to base. Just make sure everyone's safe.
Even without you. And I'll say, hey, we need more birds.
They're just gonna keep coming.
Well, then find a way to escape them, but I'm not going to leave you to them.
I will.
And I'll be waiting until you do.
Just
Tomas is with Abe right now, so he's gonna ask, "Hey, do you don't happen to have a rifle or something with you still, do you?"
I'm gonna start looking in my pockets, and I think I still have the gun that Joe gave me.
I'm pretty
Sam
sure you
gave me.
do.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
he gave
sure
me a
you.
gun.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Totally forgot that.
Oh no.
He's gonna say,
Oh.
"Well, can't you, do your transformation thing? You know what I'm talking about?"
Right. But I can't control transforming into yellow. I think
You can't
I-
just.
I can try.
But out of
Right.
character, don't you know that Forest can grant you the ability to transform into yellow? I don't know if you knew that, but I thought you
don't know.
did.
Maybe? Do we? Can you?
You've told me and us that can happen, but I don't think that's been established in lore yet, or
Okay.
unless it's just something we intuitively know.
Oh,
I think
Kate's
it's
already done it.
I think it's something that Forest knows.
Okay.
Forest knows that he can. And so I'm gonna say, like, in the earpiece, you actually hear the conversation. You hear Tomas say, "Hey, don't you have a gun or a rifle or something?" And it says, "Okay, can't you like transform into, yellow or something?"
Right. Thomas, stay here. Take the cloak, and I'm gonna make sure that he has a cloak, and I'm gonna go towards Forest, because I can't shoot a gun.
I don't like the idea of taking over your body.
But if you can, just do it. I may be able to shoot his gun, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Here goes nothing. And I will do my thing.
All right. Something will come over Abe. His posture will change, his demeanor will change, his attitude will change, and Yellow, you will take over, and innately you'll just understand what the situation is. There's 12 drones up in the air, you do have a gun in your hand,
Finally.
and this almost takes you back to the firing range from the Moon Festival, if you remember.
Like shooting fish in a barrel. Wonderful. I'm not gonna use my new ability. I'll take some pot shots then.
Also for flavor, I will, because Tomas would do this, I think he will take the good luck coin that he had in his neck and he'll just pass it over to Ave before he transforms into yellow. Here's the nice thing though, because Yellow effectively is taking over your body and Forest is the one, or Ethan is the one who's controlling Yellow, I cannot use the bad luck death card on you. I can't, because that's for Abe, not for Yellow.
On the hack squad.
So you
There you
pretty
go.
much bypass the death card with this.
Alright, Ethan, you're just permanently playing.
So
two
Ethan, you're
characters
just
now.
the way that the coin of tomorrow works for Thomas, which you can use as well, is that 3 times per day you can immediately re-roll a roll that you already made. You can decide that once you make the roll and see the result, and then get the better of the 2 rolls. You're not beholden to the re-roll, is what I'm trying to say.
Alright. That's right. Lovely. Thank you. This will come in very handy.
If we want to make this simple, all I'm asking is for you to shoot 12 targets. And then if you miss, it's okay. You basically have 3 rounds to hit 12 targets successfully.
3 rounds to hit 12 targets successfully.
Correct.
Okay.
But I'll let you. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you have 3 chances per target to hit it. You know,
Okay.
3 chances per target. So in one round, you could fire at all 12. I'm just going to say, like, for one round, I'm just hand waving right now. You can fire at all 12. If you don't hit all of them, you have another round. And if you don't hit all of them, then you have a third round, basically. They are pretty far away, but, I mean, you're yellow.
Or smoke.
This would count as... Would this be a different gun from my weapons, then? Because I don't know how this gun would work, or how we're doing that. Because I have on my pistol, I have some very, very powerful stuff I can do.
Yeah, so what I'm going to say, just to make it more fitting for the plot, when Sam handed this gun over to Ave, they were in his world, and it is a gun from the 1920s, 1930s. But what I'll probably say is, when Ave leaves that world and goes into another world, the gun, as part of its property, will transform to fit that world's technology. So essentially, if the plot requires you to essentially have a souped up sniper rifle, you can have a souped up sniper rifle.
Well, I do not need my sniper rifle for this. It's specifically my handgun is much better.
Okay, it was a handgun to begin with.
Yeah, I probably would not say good turn to sniper rifle, but if you would like it to.
I think it would be kind of cool if you just fired at these things with a handgun. That'd be interesting. And if we want to say, because I don't think handguns typically have that good of a range, we can just say that maybe the technology, there might be a module or something attached to it that actually lets you fire at distance. But
normal handguns can't do that. My handgun can.
Fair enough. Sure.
Yellow, you can bend bullets.
Yes, I have ricochet. I have ricochet.
Pretty much just you tell me whatever you need to make the scene epic, as epic as you want.
Okay.
The drones are in a circle, right? The drones are in a circle.
They're trying to surround you. Yeah.
Just one bullet.
Love the
Yeah, if you swing your gun around in a circle, the bullet will it'll go in a circle, right? That's how that works.
Yeah. So unless you're doing something special, you can go ahead and roll 12 times, see how many you hit, and then we can narrate what the result is based on the results of the rolls. Unless you have something else in mind.
I think I'll use it. Well, I'm gonna stand very close. I'm gonna stand and walk very slowly out into the open and stare at all these drones and just go, "It's 11:45," and I will stand and not do anything for a round, and then the next round comes, and all of them have to roll toughness rolls.
Okay.
That's how that works.
Can I give Ethan bad luck for the joke?
Yeah, you can do that if you want. All right.
The death card, here you go.
10. Gosh, I'm rolling really well.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm rolling really well.
It's 3. 3 is the damage on my pistol.
6, 7, 8.
It's 18.
So it's 18. Yeah. After these are minion groups, then the moment they fail, they take.
Right, the moment these are minions, so the moment they fail, yes. Do any of them fail? I guess.
Alright, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 out of the 12? Alright, that's good.
I mean,
That's really good.
It's 15 plus your damage, right?
Yeah.
It's a DC? Okay.
Alright, so you took out almost half of them in the first round. Alright, do you want me to roll again? 7?
No, I can't. I can only do that after certain parameters have been met.
Alright, if you want to, you can narrate what happens to destroy those 5, if you'd like.
Well, I walk out into the middle of the street. All of my active defenses are disabled. I am vulnerable. I am actually slowed as well. I am, for all intents and purposes, useless for about 6 seconds. And then I just quick draw my gun and bang, 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 all across this thing, and every which way, throwing the gun to ricochet bullets off of buildings, and just a whirlwind of death. Except it only hits like 4 of them, and
Five of
immediately
them.
blows 5, and
Nice.
blows them up. And the other ones kind of like ricochet off their armor and hit them, but didn't do enough to actually. I was saving that forever. Oh well, I guess we just have to go with plan B. Lovely. And I'm going to take a shot.
You
it's
have-
the third time I've rolled a 2.
Remember, you have the Tamora's, you have Thomas's medallion. You can re-roll any of those rolls.
I will re-roll one of them, probably one of the 2s.
I'm also gonna say, just for flavor, because I mean you got this from Sam's World. I'm just also gonna say that you get a +4 bonus to all of these.
Oh. Okay.
So add 4 to all of these rolls.
So there's a 16,
So that beats it. 1.
Mhm.
Mhm.
There's a 22,
That beats it.
a 15. I do have one more round, you said, right?
You do have one more round, and you have 2 more rerolls left. So now there's only 5 left. So I guess my question now is, while this is happening, Cade and Forrest can do other things during those 2 rounds as well, if you want to assist in any way.
I think I'm going to notice, as I'm flying around, drones blowing up.
Sure.
I can't do anything.
All right. Cade, do you want to do anything?
I think I would be like prepared to help out. So I would like to like hold my action in case Yellow doesn't take them all out. But with them blowing up, I just want to wait. I might target one that he just blows up. I'll wait for the moment it looks like he's done shooting, and before they get to Forrest to do something.
Okay, fair enough.
Basically, I want to give a chance to Yellow to take them all out.
All right, Yellow, you have 1 more round left, and there's 5 left.
I forgot I have luck too. I
Another
forgot
round,
I
you
had
got
luck.
this. Light them up.
Well,
Yeah, you have 1 more
this
round.
Okay.
So this,
one blaze
more
of
round.
glory.
I'll make one last round of attacks. I forgot that
Mhm.
I myself have luck.
All right, go ahead.
So let's go.
Plus you got the sun, so you
Five.
Yeah,
5 left.
15 plus 4 plus 8 would be so much.
Those are range attacks, right?
Yeah,
So
23.
the minion still has to roll toughness then
Yes.
for those attacks.
So when they're
So those
rolling
two-
toughness, add 5 to the DC because of multi-attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
So those 2 that got hit have to make a toughness roll.
I have-
DC
So I add 5 to these top
23, I think.
So it's more difficult for them.
Got it. Oh, I'm gonna roll for 2 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 1, and
Down.
there's 2.
And down. Those 2 are down.
Those 2 are down. Okay.
Okay.
And 5 left.
5 left.
19. That actually crits because I have. Crit.
Okay. So that one just goes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it does.
17. Wow. Okay.
I'll say that for flavor, I'll say that when the critical hit one blows up, the debris will damage a second one. So you only have 3 left. You only have 3 left. So did you hit the third one?
A 17 plus 8 would be
Yes.
25.
So I'll roll the toughness for that. So no, it blows up. Good.
18.
Okay. Roll the toughness for that. I got a natural
Mix.
20,
That'll survive.
but yeah.
I will re-roll that. I'm gonna use one of my luck points to re-roll that. Natural 20.
Nice. And I'll say because you got a natural 20 with that, it'll not only blow up, but the debris will blow up the one that survived.
Whew,
So
dearie me.
putting that all together, Ethan, cinematically tell us that entire sequence from beginning to end.
Okay.
But
I think at the very beginning, Yellow is gonna just be like nonchalant, like bang bang, you know, like doing all these cool tricks, but they're not actually working, and they're kind of screwing themselves over. And it's as they begin to fire off, and they start getting a little frustrated and just. I'm losing my touch. Are physics different in this world or something? Like, I swear, it's my latency. And I think in the final round, do you have a watch, Ave? Abe,
A random normal watch, yeah.
Yeah.
He does have a
Yeah,
watch.
Does that turn into my watch when I transform?
Sure. Sure.
Then I will see a watch.
Ooh.
Click it, and
Yeah.
I'll grapple up to a building, and now I've got a good vantage point.
Now you nice. Ooh.
And I'll kind of swing forward, kick one drone, and fire into another one, jump off, and like bang bang another two, and then the final one I'll just I'll grapple the drone itself, and as I'm falling, just kind of slam it down, and then land on it and pop some right into its core memory bank. I don't know.
Nice.
Brain. Oh, my. I am very sorry. I haven't done this in a little bit. You guys have been... I lost my touch a little bit. I can't believe this.
Shit, dude, I'm glad you're on our side.
Yeah, I am too.